Hi everyone.
Hi.
Awesome. Wendy's just jumping on. It's good. Hello, how's your day going?
Hi.
Oh, in
Hi.
the car. Be
Driving.
safe.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, just stay safe. Don't
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and you can always watch the replay as well. Okay. Um, so thanks everyone for coming today. How's the last couple of weeks been? I mean, Kieko's got buyers. How many buyers have you had recently?
Oh, just one, and maybe a couple of weeks ago I had another one. So yeah,
So that's like two. That's awesome.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, no one put their hand up to host, so I'm just like going with it.
Thank you.
And Masako put in the chat that her kids won't leave where
Don't
they
want to go.
So
Don't want to go home.
been there, done that a long time ago, but I understand. So I thought I'd just read out the intention. And so like our name is sunshine for everyone. And so for me, when I look at that, it's like, because I think when I did this little picture, yeah, I did it of the beach and this sort of sun, because for me that's really meaningful. And I don't know about you, but when I went on a cruise, that was part of my favorite things to seeing. I would say the sunset rather than the sunrise, because I like to sleep in the morning.
On holidays.
Yeah. Oh, anytime really. And so our intention is global adventures for friends and family by being passionate, adventurous, and excited. And I think you guys know me already, and is what I like. I like to be passionate and adventurous and excited. So we want that to be contagious. So have that on our posts, even when we're talking to people about things. And I do see that on everyone's sort of posts these days, which is really cool. So that's our intention. Awesome. So, which agenda am I on? Ruth said she had some questions and things, but and then no one else had anything for the agenda. So I just sort of came up with a few things that I think we should look at. And so the next part is like Chikako's training in Notion. Has anyone had a look at the new one that's been up this week?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
You think so?
Was that the one on no, I've lost it. I can't think.
That's all right. I'm catching up on all of my things because I've started a new job. So life's pretty full. And that's why I want to get feedback from you guys. But that's okay. That's on my list for tomorrow. So I think
I have to watch again.
Yeah. So what if we just all commit with each other that we'll watch it over the next few days?
Yeah.
And then do the actions. I think the big thing is that you got to do the actions that are with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one was really good. It just always I had some belief myself, like I'm not good enough. It just so came up, and that's what exactly. And I thought changed myself. It's really huge. That was really good.
Yourself.
Yeah,
it's that self-talk. A lot of the time I'm very bad at it actually myself. People might not think that, but I am. I'm really great at lifting other people up and seeing the gold in others, and then have self-doubt. Then I tell myself to get over it, but like it's definitely there.
Yeah. Like since I gone through like a magic book and all sorts trainings. I think like I'm changed, I'm good at, but in still deep myself, still I had that. So something so recently come up like I'm still like I'm not good enough. That so came up and like, oh, I still got this. Just so going through with this training was really good.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
part of it's also recognizing it. So that's what I really
Yeah.
like about these trainings that's going on, is recognizing what's happening.
Yeah.
The one that's come out this week, actually, I'm really excited, of course. And it's self-expression of who you are and be authentic and real. So that's definitely something that I love in my life. So
Yeah.
yeah, be interested to find out in the next couple of weeks how you guys have gone with it as well. And feel free to put things in the chat, because we're here for each other. And like, as I just said, like I've started a new job and I'm doing lots of different things as always. But the chat's really handy because we can come and answer it when we're free and when we're available. I find that really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So Rags had said he was going to be here. I might just send him a very quick message. And we'll just see. Might have got busy. The next part I put in the agenda was to talk about the interviews that we've got, like the people, and then, which is kind of why I wanted Rags to be here, to see if we can organise some times to do the interviews. And let's just lock in some times, or intention of times, and then yeah, and who wants to do the interviewing? So from what I can see, we've got like Maybelline, myself, and Wendy. So Wendy's booked in for next week with Ruth. You can talk
for
to Wendy.
what?
Oh, sorry, Carrie.
Carrie, I was thinking Wendy. No, I don't think it's Wendy. Yeah, so I'll do that one if you like. You happy with that?
And we know that the times varied, but that was just when she could do it.
Yeah.
So people can join us, great, but otherwise we'll record it. How do people feel about putting it up onto the Done Deal page so other people can see it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Is anybody here able to be around? It's what time is it their time? It's 3 o'clock our time, Nicole. So
that's 2 p.m. next Saturday for Kieko. Wendy, where are you again?
I'm in Cairns.
Yes.
So 1 hour difference, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, for
I'm
you.
sorry.
live in the Eastern time, Florida.
Yeah, I think it was a crazy time for you guys.
Oh,
Do you guys use Time Buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's like 4 a.m. for you, Wendy.
Oh,
but I could be wrong. What time is it for you now?
right now it's 4:41 p.m.
Yeah, it'll be the middle of the night, so we'll need to record it, that one, and we'll go from there.
And the Australians come? Make it?
I can. What do you got on next Saturday, Kieko?
In the afternoon. What did you say? It would be 2 o'clock?
For her, yeah.
Yeah. 2 p.m.
Okay. I'm just doing my daughter's birthday, but
Oh,
Daughter's
Um,
birthday. I think that's a
yeah,
priority. I'm
something.
sorry.
Yeah, not sure if I can join.
no,
Sorry.
no. If they've gone, but see how you
Yeah.
go. See how you go.
Yeah.
No problems. And that's the good thing
Yeah.
about doing stuff as a team as well. Like not
Yeah.
everyone has to attend.
Yeah.
But I would ask that everyone watches and comments on the replay. So that goes on to the Facebook page. Yep. My other thought, Ruth,
Mhm.
do we want to do it as StreamYard so it goes live? Or do we just want to record it?
Mhm. You asking me to do StreamYard?
Well,
I'm
you
in
know,
I'm in the midst of like working it all out at the moment, but so I don't know if I'd be ready by next Saturday.
okay. All right. Because if we did want to do it live, then we could do an announcement in the bigger Done Deal team and invite people. But if you want to
No, let's just keep this one little. I think that might, because it's Kerry's sort of, she's like, you know, a little bit like I'm no expert kind of thing. Like we all are, like we'll back off and like, you know.
okay.
But she's
Well,
just sharing her cruise. So
yeah, which is great, which is what we want.
but maybe for Maybelline, that would be
Mm-hmm.
something good.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. And I'm just going to bring up the whiteboard that we can use. I'm just going to look to the side because I have two screens. I just thought, like, I'll just write on it rather than everyone. But I was just thought if we want to come up with some different questions, like, so because you want to be valuable of people's time. Like, are we looking at like a half an hour or 15 minute sort of interview? Like chat?
What are we talking about?
With Wendy?
With
No.
Kerry?
Sorry, Wendy.
I would say no longer than half an hour.
Yeah. So what if we come up with some questions? What do we want to know? Like I know, Ruth, you're very good at just sort of coming up with questions on the spot as well.
Yeah.
But are there things that we want to ask her particularly about her cruise? Like yeah.
Can I also just say that she didn't actually book this cruise in Incruises.
That's okay.
Only because she didn't have enough time. They didn't have the 9 or the 10 day going at when she booked. So she had which I know it doesn't matter.
No, I think that's actually a good thing to also bring up because she is with Incruises and she could have booked it but you need that lead time.
Yeah, which we have now. Like, and we didn't before. So yeah, that's
for cruises, it's still 90 days.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There you go. I'll write that down.
Yeah. For in stays, it's 10 days.
Okay.
But like, so have a think about how do we want to target these questions? Like, I mean, I can start off. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Who did you go with?
What was your favorite thing about the whole cruise?
Yep.
Or your favorite experience?
Where did you go? What do other people want to know? What do you think people from the Done Deal might want to know about a cruise?
What activities were available on the cruise, whether you did them or not?
Sorry, I just turned my camera off. I'm still listening.
Thank you.
Can you put an extension to that for adults and children?
Yeah, I actually saw one of her posts and she said the kids got bored because she didn't get the internet package.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I have to go and swim in the pool. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woe is me. Build a bear.
Yeah.
And can I know which part where do they park their car? Yeah, because I don't know where to park the car and go to take the boat, like this kind of issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point because I did, without spoiling anything, I did see that she was talking about booking activities outside the boat, like onshore activities, like wasn't always a good thing to book on the cruise itself. It's better to book outside.
Yeah. I mean, I booked mine with the cruise.
She just found it a lot cheaper.
Yeah. And that probably depends on location, I'd say too.
So how do you put that in a question?
I
I think it's a good question.
I
That's
think
all.
it's probably a follow-up one from your activities.
Okay. I'll remember. Yeah.
Well, we'll just put a list together so that there's things there. But if there's anything that, like, as a team that people want to add and maybe shoot through this week, that would be good.
Can I have clarification on the parking, please? Like, what was that about? Where do you park your car? At, like, when you're going on the cruise?
Oh, I mean the departure place. I live in Florida. Someone told me I need to go to Miami, to take a cruise. Because Miami is kind of 9 hours away, far from my place. So,
Well, you'd
uh,
fly, wouldn't you, and get a taxi to?
I need to fly to the some place and to take the cruise, right? Oh, okay.
It will probably depend on where your departure is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Ruth, you could say something like, was there extended parking near where you got on the ship?
Oh.
Like, did you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me in Sydney, like, I'm half an hour away from the city. So I caught a taxi to get, or an Uber to get in.
Yeah.
When I went on one, but it's different if it's a 9-hour.
Oh, Rags is stuck
trip.
on a call.
No worries.
Um,
Okay.
but the food?
Yeah.
Which your
Yeah.
favourite places to eat?
Mhm.
Do we ask what cruise liner she went on?
Yeah, right
So
up. I'll be saying that
Yeah.
because it was Carnival. So
Is liner the right word? I'll let you deal with that, Ruth.
thanks.
I'll just I'll be in the crowd. Okay. Do we want to leave it at that, or you can just sort of go from there, Ruth?
Yeah, I mean anybody can join in with me as well. Like,
Yep. I'll be there, so that's fine. When we're chatting with Maybelline, like, or myself, like, is there particular things we want, like, to know for ourselves, but also we want everyone else in Dundee to know?
yeah, I think maybe get a little bit more. What's the word? Focused on Incruises, maybe.
Yeah. I think, why not we just first up go something like, we've heard that you're with Incruises, like, how's it going? Are you having success?
Yeah. That's
I think, do do you have people doing Incruises that aren't doing other parts of the business?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, so just Incruises, not Enagic and Incruises.
Yeah.
Yeah. Increases. Ooh.
I've got one.
Yep.
I'd like to ask somebody about their advertising for Incruises. Like, how do they advertise?
Yep. Because we kind of want to know if it's different to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a good start. We have a little bit more time and maybe we'll put some things into our chat for the others. I'll fix up the question that I had there. But I think if we all can come up with a couple of questions in the next couple of weeks, or we'll find out from Rags when Maybelline's available. And then who would want to interview Maybelline?
Maybe Rags. Dob him in.
I think, to be honest, rather than jobbing anyone in, I think it'd be good if we could say, yeah, we'll do that. Or, yeah. And also because he's doesn't need to do that interview sort of aspect, I think, with his role. Yeah. I think it'd be good.
I think it's just the rapport they have that made me jump to Rags.
Yeah. I've known Maybelline for 2 years. She's wonderful. But I also think that it's kind of good to have someone that doesn't know her ask these questions. Yeah. And do we want just one person asking, or do we want to do
Everyone.
a few people in the room? So then we want to do it like a meeting. So someone's hosting it and then everyone can ask questions. So someone asks the main questions and then everyone can ask a few at the end.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Okay. Yep. We can do that. I think what we'll do is we'll just ask everyone in the chat if anyone's interested in doing
Hosting? Or...
Yeah, hosting. And but it will depend on what time we can get her as well.
Yeah.
Because she's in Singapore, so
okay.
times will be different. Yeah. Awesome. And then who wants to host when you guys are talking to me? Because Rag suggested that you guys interview me. No one wants to host. All right, I'll put that up for everyone.
Well, I've already got one, so.
You do, which is good. Okay. Well, we'll put that here and
also it could be like hosting in the way of Maybelline for you. Makes people feel more comfortable.
Yep. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, so it's like a meeting and then we're just going to put our meeting up into the Done Deal Facebook page so others can join us. Yep. Do we want to invite others to even join us when the meeting's on? You don't mind? Because we could put an invitation out to everyone that's there and see if anyone wants to come. We'll just go with it.
Excuse me, you mean making an invitation card or?
Yeah, we could do like when we get the date, we could do an invitation for everyone that's in the Done Deal team to come and join our meeting at that time. And then everyone might have some questions. So we'll have, 5 main questions and then open it up to questions from everyone in the room. It's an option.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, good. Yeah.
All right.
Well, we could just do Maybelline's maybe. Invite everyone to that one
Yep.
and
I can do that. I've just copied that.
just put the other one up, the other two up as a replay.
All right. You can do that. Sorry, I'm just copying these. Okay. Let's just go to Ruth. You had some questions. You said you had questions about traveling in Australia in flock.
Did I? I did a go live on on that. Yeah,
So-
well, just for myself wondering, I was actually just this week looking at cruises and seeing that there actually wasn't much, like I think like a short cruise that you can do sort of up Port Moresby, for an example, like Sydney, Port Moresby, just to sort of like, because Bob's never been on a cruise. So like just to give him, an idea of what it's like, but I couldn't find anything. So I don't know if that's my not.
What time frame were you looking at?
Only like 4 or 5 days.
No, sorry. Were you looking in the next month or so, or were you looking
Anytime.
Yes. So you need to put that time frame in the selection. So like
I think
you
I
need
did
to
a few
say-
different ones.
Yeah. So Australia, like there's more cruises in the summertime than there is in winter. So like November, there looked like there was quite a few different ones. And that's what I
Quite
think
cold aboard a ship. Did you find that? Like, unless you
in
get sheltered
February.
spot, it's quite cool. Like because you've got that breeze off the ocean the whole time. So
I didn't find that, but it was
okay.
February
lucky
when
you.
I went. It was hot. It was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think just be aware when you're looking on like for cruises that different cruises leave at different times, and have a look. I've also just sort of done some Googling of like 3-day cruises and then gone on to Incruises to see if it's on there as well.
Right. That's a good idea.
It's like, oh, that cruise liner. Oh, do we have this? Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I should do it. Because I've seen them, but not in Incruises. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens.
I did put another question in Flock about how do you travel for free? And I think I finally found the answer.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, it's basically just getting more and more members to join. To join up. Like just say, just like that, you had 50 people underneath you.
Yep.
I don't know what the magic number is, but 5 and you're basically 5 and you're traveling for free.
No, 5 and you've got your monthly there, like that's being paid for, but you still need to pay half of it until you get to a certain level, like with cash outside what you've got in that bank. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but yes, it is when you get more people, then different things become available.
And you rank up and
you rank up. And I know it sounds really funny, but you're saying, oh, when you get 50 people, if you actually find the right person, so you find someone that loves cruising, and I thought I had someone, I was so close and he hasn't bought in, someone that really loves cruising and goes cruising with people all the time. Like this particular person goes with about 70 people and they go cruising twice a year. And so he's looked into it in a lot of detail and hasn't committed, which is like,
why not? All of his 70 friends would sign up too.
That's right. So that's where, for me,
crazy.
I've started doing things like looking and joining chats and things on cruises websites and holidays, and having my presence known. So then when my
Yeah.
ad pops up, that hopefully they, think about signing in.
Do you think on one of our meetings, sorry, it's a little bit off topic, that we could see one of your ads?
Yeah, you can see my ad anytime. I've sent it through.
Oh,
Oh,
have
but
you?
the ads here in this meeting?
No, the ads that you've done for Incruises.
Yep. Awesome. All right. On that note, it's
2 past.
2 minutes past. Sorry, guys. Do we want a photo? There's only 3 of us left, but 3 fabulous people.
That's all right.
Cheese. Awesome. Cool. All right. Oh, let's take another one. Surely someone's got closing their eyes. Always got to have different things. Oh my gosh, me in my mouth. But yes.
And me.
I'll send some things through. And next week will be the chat with Kerry.
So we're not meeting before that. No.
No, if we can not, I think just do the one in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just move the same meeting link. I'll move that to 3 or
Okay.
to the time that it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Nicole.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks.
Bye.